Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 139. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, Eli Malinsky's dug up DOSGAMES /arcade3/SPINSPID? Spitting spider? I don't know. Oh, well there's a spider and also a spin wall? Wait a minute, is this an instance where we got like two games in the same folder again? Well, there's a couple doc files, so edit spider.doc. Oh. Whoops, I need to adjust my batch file for edit because it doesn't load. Yeah, I don't have the com file, so I'm using a batch file to invoke QBasic with the edit parameter, but I'm forgot to add the command line parameter. Whoops. So, got something from Christopher Gunn. We've seen that name before. Spiderweb is not for sale through retail facilities. It is distributed as shareware on an I trust you basis. Yeah, we've seen how well that worked for shareware distributors. No set prices for my games. Leave their value up to you. If you're going to use Spider for your personal enjoyment, whether you got it from a software distributor or a friend, please mail a check to me at the above address. What if somebody sent in a check for like 5 cents? But now that wasn't the only file here, was it? There was also that spin wall, which is yet another... This is like the exact same... Huh. Well, I guess we're just going to see what these are. So, spider. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think I'm gonna go read the doc file again. Because, yeah. Okay, so it says here, Spider's a fun exercise with the mouse. The object is to spin a web and catch all of the flies before they overpopulate. You can also eliminate the flies by erasing them with the spider when suspended with a web strand or hitting them with the spacebar or right mouse button. Fewer active flies are allowed as the number of web strands increase. Okay. I'm still not entirely certain how that's gonna work. Okay, well I managed to get like this one strand in here, but... Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm trying to draw strands from the... But now I'm dead? What? So you draw a strand. There you go. And now we can draw another strand. And another. And another. See, I'm not entirely certain, like, what the... Hey, how are you what are you... I don't understand this game. I really don't understand this game. Like, you're drawing these lines in place, which are supposed to be webs, and then it's like the flies sometimes stick to them and sometimes don't, and then there's like, they like multiply, and wow. I've never been so confused by a game that's this simple looking. Ugh, even reading the documentation didn't help. Well, let's hope the spin wall happens to be better. Welcome to Spinwall, with some really weird PC music going. PC speaker music. It looks like we're not actually in a text mode right now, but it's weird that it's using text characters. Yeah, look at that, because it filled it up there. Okay, so it looks like it randomized the layout. And I literally... I'm stuck in Okay, there we go. So we grab a red key. Whoa! That just filled this area in with red. So I'm not entirely certain what I'm supposed to be doing here. Again. So I guess we've got a key down here that we gotta get. Okay. What? So, we can use spacebar to stop moving. It's probably good if we want to keep our score up. And we have the ability to spin the walls, but that uses a gem. So I guess the trick is we're trying to like open all the containers without running out of gems. And yeah, some of the walls turned purple now, suggesting that I can move those without having to spin everything with gems. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, this one randomized in such a way that I could barely do anything. Okay, so this one looks like it's probably a better chance. Because starting with a green key there, move down this way, get another gem, go over here, blue key and another gem, and a yellow key. So if I spin everything... Okay, that didn't help. So I can open that yellow chest there, but it's going to destroy the gems in the process. So I gotta make sure I get the gem. Okay, so that filled the yellow in there. Yeah, I can just move straight through the blue walls now because of the key. It's kind of weird that it doesn't keep the changed walls visible. It replaces them with the normal color. It's kind of weird. Can also move through the green walls now, so we'll go get the gems here. Okay, you actually do have to spin the walls to get the colors to show up. So the moment I did that, that makes it so that I can't pass through this wall anymore. Okay, so it's not actually destroying anything, it's just, it causes things to disappear when the fill occurs. Although you do have to respin the walls to get the colors to show up on them. Can I even get to the orange key with everything in this state? I think I can. Was this a yellow chest? Yes, it was. Oh no, that was an orange chest. Or wait, why? Oh, they must be paint buckets, not chests. So then, what's even the point then? Because they don't really give you any points. Like, is it just the keys? Is that all we care about? And... our reward is weird PC speaker music. Okay, so that was Spinwall. It's different. I guess I should be thankful that the person's not charging like specific amounts of money for this. The spider game, I couldn't figure out what was going on there. That was just too confusing for how simple it looked. And I've read the documentation, like, I just couldn't figure that one out. This one, on the other hand, like, it plays fine, but it is very weird and very simple when it comes down to it. And there is a bit of luck involved, because you could end up running out of gems if you have a bad start, but... you know, it's nothing too complicated here either. It could definitely be worse than this. Like, it does play properly, so it's got that going for it. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about this one. Next, before we get to Dookie's successful dig, they did have a failed dig. DOSGAMES /arcade2 /backdoor34. And this one failed for kind of a frustrating reason. Yeah, I got a funny feeling I might not be able to run this. but we'll see. So, let's see here. If I go to bat kill, it's the executable. Well, actually, no, there's a batdoor 30. Oh, I get it. Batdoor 34 exe is what runs the program, which is probably going to stay resident in memory, I'm going to imagine. Oh, it needs brun 30 on top of that. Oh boy. Hang on. Okay, I copied a brun 30 file from a different folder over to this one. And now it also needs door PCH 38. Won't let me quit out of this either. Okie dokie. So it doesn't look like we're going to be getting this running anytime soon, and because it's BBS software, even if we did get it running, I've got a funny feeling it'd be hard to get it to do anything. So, oh well, failed dig. Dookie's successful dig is DOSGAMES /arcade2 /ROADWARS. Well, there's a number of things this could be. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got 256 colors. That'll be nice. Tracks, which are exactly 64,006 bytes big. Also got a readme.txt, very short readme.txt. So let's just type that, readme.txt. ROADWARS requires a VGA system and AT computer with enhanced 101 keyboard. If you do not have any of the above, you cannot play ROADWARS 2000. I'm not so sure the particular requirements on the keyboard, but yeah, that's really using like scroll lock or something. The file example 2.256 is an example file made by Track Editor. I'm not responsible for damage caused by this program, and data files included with ROADWARS 2000. This program is shareware and may be distributed. If you use the program for more than 1 month, you must register. And this Jason Mian wanted $15 from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, so, whoops. I guess we just run it, don't we? Yeah, I don't see anything else of note here, so ROADWARS 2000. Well, first of all, this music is not good. And second of all, a Formula 1 racing car with chain guns? This is either going to be very stupid or very awesome. Also, it looks like we need a mouse? No? No mouse controls? These look like they'd be mouse buttons, but no, it's just a cursor. That is really hard to read. Like, I can read that, I can read that, I can kind of read that. Those two. Yeah. Okay, so, instructions. Controls for car select and weapon select. Arrow keys only, don't use arrow keys on, or... What? Don't use arrow keys on numeral pad. So basically, don't use the numeric keypad. Even though the player 1 controls right there say to use the numeric keypad. Like, really? Okay, so already we've got overcomplicated controls, because for the menus, you have to use the arrow keys. And for the in-game controls, you have to use the numeric keypad. That's dumb. Anyways, what are we dealing with here? 5 should not be your weapon fire key. Your weapon fire key should either be keypad enter or 0 when you're using the numeric keypad. 5 is something for, like, brakes. Like, there are no brakes. Using 1 for weapon scroll. So we get 100 points if we blow up the other player, 1,000 points for the first player to get to 20 laps. I got a funny feeling this is also 2 players only. Okay, so this is our car select. Player 1 gets to choose... So we got Indy cars, we got hover vehicles, we got tanks, and we got smiley faces. Oh boy. Okay, well, I guess I'll be the red IndyCar, because that's what was on the title screen. Player 2 can be I don't know, a blue tank. And now we get to select our weapons. So we have 600 money. Got a regular gun, which does 2 damage. And we also got death ray, photon guns, wave cannons. How does this have anything to do with racing? I noticed some of the prices are also higher than the amount of money we start with, so it looks like the more games worth you play, the more money you amass or something. I don't know, let's get death ray. And then player 2 is... Oh, you have to actually push spacebar, so we didn't get our death ray. Oh well. So... Whoop. Oh, this is going too fast. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Now it seems to be working fine. Oh, I see. You find power-ups on the track. Wait, there's no sound effects? What if I fire my guns? That doesn't seem to do anything. What? My guns are not firing. Oh, you actually have to select it first. It doesn't start selected. Okay, that's a... So I did hit him a bit. Caused 4 damage. So yeah, this is a 2-player only game. Let's see if I can actually control both players at the same time. It's gonna be a mess. They move at like the same speed, so it's not much of a... It's not going to be much of a battle if the speed doesn't really... Like, both players are moving at the same speed. Like, this Indy car that I'm driving is moving at the same speed as a freaking tank. Yeah, how are we ever going to actually fight in any sort of manner? And this isn't much of a... Whoop. Oh, geez, what did I do? What did I do? Everything is suddenly going way slower. What is going on? What happened? The game speed suddenly went... Is it because I hit the S key? Will fast make it faster? F is not making it faster. Oh, the tank just got turbo. Tank's gunning it now. Well, I mean gunning it engine-wise, not gunning it cannons. I don't know how to... I think I broke it. Because that doesn't look right. Okay, that was, Road Wars. It's, okay, let's be fair for a second here. This is a game that was clearly put together by an amateur. However, it definitely has that feeling of something that somebody put a lot of effort into without really knowing what they were doing. So I get the impression that this is more so something somebody was putting together to sort of like learn how to do this kind of stuff. I was just throwing everything he could at it, like trying to do all these different fonts and everything and putting in all these graphics. So yeah, this definitely has that first time project feel. Or maybe it's not his first project. Well, it probably isn't, because this is actually would be pretty advanced for somebody's first DOS game. But it's clearly somebody learning how to program still. So, yeah, was it worth $15? No. Not without AI and better balancing and a lot of tweaks. Like, I mean, there's definitely a potential for a game here. It's just... It's not ready to be sold. And to finish things off today, Jarmo Rantas dug up DOSGAMES /arcade2 /QIXGAME. Gee, I wonder what this is gonna be. Oh, wait a minute, what? What? That's not Kix. That's something called Gapper? What is it doing in a folder called Kix? Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Also 1986. So this would be a very old Kix clone then. Like, that's what I'm guessing. It's probably, like, it's in a folder called QIXGAME. It's probably a Kix clone called Gapper. Well, it is called Gapper, but we're not in graphics mode? How would you do a QIXGAME without graphics mode? This is going to be weird. Okay, so please enter your selection. Instructions. Object, to color all the blue lines red by moving your man Gapper with the arrow keys. At the same time, you must avoid the Seeker. Points. 50 points are awarded for each square that you surround in red. 100 points are given when you encircle the extra point box while it is on. Each gap costs 5 points. Gapping. You can create a temporary gap in the lines by pressing the spacebar or return. The word on appears as long as the gap is active. Neither you nor the Seeker can cross the gap. Levels. The level increases each time you complete a screen. Well, yeah, of course. The Seeker gets faster, the gap time shorter, and there will be more boxes. Lives. You start out with 2 extra men. You just called them lives and now you're calling them extra men? Are we going to get in there and then it's going to be called free guys or something? Or life insurance? I don't know. That, who was it who called it life insurance? Wasn't it James Rolfe who called it life insurance instead of free men or extra lives? I know it was just a joke, but... And you also get an extra life for every 5,000 points. Okay, so I guess we're gonna play this. And now we're in graphics mode. Okay, I'm okay with that. So, at first glance, this is not Kix. It kinda looks like Kix, but it's not Kix. This is one of those games where you go around, yep, you surround the thing and you get points for it. Now the funny thing is, there's actually not a... That was annoying. Also, no real indication that that was happening beyond just, having the number in there. Why is that 100, like, look very weird and, like, scaled and everything? Also, one of the things that's supposed to make games like this fun is if there's actually more in the middle parts than just points like that. Oh, it's actually, we actually get a bigger grid now. Yeah, that is a very annoying sound for when you've got the bonuses going. I missed it anyways. Well, good. But yeah, one of the other things too is that you're supposed to get bonuses for like combos and such. So if you like make multiple boxes at the same time, you would get a yeah, like right there, that should have been worth more than just 250s. Yeah, as it stands, this looks like like the game plays fine. Controls are responsive. No problems with it. Yeah, so the game plays fine. It's just, it's not a... That was weird. The AI for the spark there kind of died for a moment. Although it does appear like there might be more to this. Because so far I've just been using the arrow keys, but... Okay, so I turned the gap on. But I have no idea what that did. Yeah, that didn't seem to do much of anything. Unless I have to hold it, but so far these controls... Yeah, these controls don't... Why did he stop? Oh, I see what's going on. The gapper is literally leaving a gap that the enemy can't pass through. I get it. I mean, so far the game's not bad. It's just, very basic. And the grid is getting considerably smaller in terms of the things going on. Yeah, so that was Gapper. It's not a Kicks game by any stretch of the imagination. But I can see where the confusion would come in, because if nobody's ever... For somebody who's never played this style of game before, they would probably associate these graphics with a Kicks game, but that's understandable. But yeah, it's definitely... It's not as hard as I was expecting. I'm only on level 4. I'm guessing that the levels probably don't advance that quickly, given how easy it still seems. As I say as I run right into the enemy. But plus I haven't even gotten 5,000 points yet, which was the point in time when you would get an extra life. But yeah, that was Gapper. It's not bad, but definitely could be more to it than this.